So last night was the Love Island All Stars finale, and I think it's been clear for a few days now who's been going to win. I knew that Anton and Georgia wasn't going to win because she is so fake. I genuinely still don't even know if he likes her really, but she was just with him to try and win. As for Sophie and Josh, I'm glad they didn't win because the two of them do my nutting. And I wasn't really that bothered about anybody else. But the night before, they brought back the old Islanders and they had to vote for who they wanted to go. And I was actually shocked that Georgia and Anton didn't go then. And I really like Anton, right, so I didn't really want him to get voted off. But Arabella and Adam were quite raging because they were saying, oh, we've not had a relationship for as long, but we don't think that Anton and Georgia's relationship's real, which is fair enough. But I think that they were quite bitter about it, and really it didn't even matter if they went out the night before because they were never going to win anyway. It was only last night while I was watching the finale that I realised that they didn't do their final dates this year, and actually they hardly even did any dates at all. The only date that I can really remember was when Chris and Arabella went out in a boat. Like, did they even have anything other than that? And then for the Valentine's one, they gave them like some teddies and pens and all that. Like, to write them cards and poems. They just didn't put as much effort in as what they usually do. And then the finale was so boring, right? Like, normally, you know how like, they dress them up and they put the girls in the dresses and the guys stand with their tuxedos and that on, and then they kind of do vows or whatever to each other. I like it when they do that because it's cheesy. And I like cheesy TV, right? I love reality TV. And I think that those moments just make it better. And it was just lacking. Now, overall, I thought that the All-Star season was quite good. But I really missed Casa Amor. I missed those final things that they do. I missed the dates. Do you know what I mean? I really wish that they'd have added that in. And then the finale, see when they say, oh, this is what we've watched over the past few weeks, let's watch your best bits. Like, no, I've watched it every single night for the past, how many weeks was it on? 5 weeks? I've watched it every night for 5 weeks. I haven't forgot when they came into the villa. I haven't forgot the fights that they had or whatever. Like, why do we need to go through all this? If you wanted to do a best bits episode, then fair enough. But they should have made the finale more exciting. I hardly even watched it. And the presenter, Maya, who always wears stunning clothes, right? She's got a smoking hot body. She was wearing a dress that totally covered her up. It didn't have any sequins. It wasn't even a nice colour. Like, it was just a pure boring dress that you would just wear out to dinner during the week. I didn't understand. Like, she wasn't even dressed up. Normally on Love Island, Big Brother or whatever, when they do these filler episodes where they talk about the things that they've done in the past, it's normally really funny or it's really emotional. But the finale last night was just... I actually couldn't wait for it to be over. And I actually considered switching it off because I already knew who was going to win. And I do think that Tom and Molly deserved to win, right? Because they've kind of been together since the start. And I don't feel like Callum and his partner have been together for long enough to win. But I don't know. I really liked the season. But coming up to the last couple of episodes, it was really lacking. Like, what did you think? Another thing that bothered me is that the only two girls that even had on half decent outfits was Molly and Hannah. Everybody else was just dressed boring. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure Maya said that she would see us again in the summer. So I thought that this All-Stars Love Island was like the Love Island for the year. But apparently there's going to be another one during the summer, which suits me, because as you know, I love a bit of reality, I love a bit of drama. However, I really wish that they would make a Love Island with older people as well. Even if it wasn't on ITV1, it would just make so much sense. Like, I was saying to somebody in work today, right, let me know what you think in the comments of this, right, because I was seriously thinking about this. One thing that gives me the boke in Love Island is when they're kissing, right? And I mean, you know how to kiss, so why are they doing these kisses where their tongue's like all the way out their mouth, and I don't know, it's just weird, right? And then they make all these noises and you're like, I wish they would take the noises out because it puts me off. Now, one thing that would be even worse than that is watching old people kiss. Keep in mind that I am 40 years old, right? So I would like them to have a Love Island with like over 30s, maybe any like 30 to 40-year-olds, right? So you're watching older people kissing that, and the majority of these people are also going to have kids, so they'll probably be watching their parents. And when I had seen a trailer for My Mum, Your Dad, and the dad was like talking dirty to the mum, and they didn't realise that their kids were watching, right? And I was like, see, if I had to watch a show and witness my mum speaking like that, I would honestly, I couldn't deal with it, right? So like you do have to take these things into consideration, but I just think that a Love Island for older people would be so much better, because if the guys tried to treat the women the way they treat these girls, it would just be point blank, right? You want to go and talk to her, bye. You want to go and do it, bye. Don't gaslight me. Don't try and manipulate me. I've been through this. I've been divorced 6 times. Do you know what I mean? I'm not here to take your shit. And it would just be so funny. Like, let me know what you think in the comments.